present where we'll address in a general manner the topic 4.1 within the framework of the general system theory and quality for the international business race.
Hi, we are going to talk about of the statistical analysis applied to quality. I'm Frida Lucia Gonzalez Ramirez, and I'm going to talk about of the introduction.
Hi, my name is Statiscal Lopez Garcia, and with my partner Frida, we are going to talk about the introduction.
Hi, I'm Amy Ariana Muñoz Villalobos. I will explain about the definition and what you can do with the statistical analysis.
I am Fernando Crescencio Franco, and I'm going to talk about two important use.
Hi, I am Andrea Montserrat Beltrán Vélez, and I'm going to talk about the objectives and how a statistical analysis is applied.
Hi, my name is Carla Paola Lora Valdez, and I'm going to talk about the variables and the stages of statistical data analysis.
Hi, I am Ramona Valencia, and today, together with my partner Paola, we are going to conclude the presentation.
Hi, my name is Paola Resen Saitan, and as my partner Dasha said, we are going to say the conclusion.
Quality is a very important qualitative characteristic of any product or service that reveals the satisfaction of the needs or requirements of a client, and for this, it is necessary to carry out a statistical analysis that allows us to develop statistical models, design surveys, and study research, especially when we talk about large volumes of data. Likewise, provides us with interpretations of the research results. Statistical analysis allows us to identify patterns and trends, which allows us to make concrete decisions and understand a company's potential customers. Likewise, it allows us to know the behavior of customers when they buy various products. This will help improve the shopping experience of each one of them and help improve the quality of the products. Similarly, analytics can help work efficiency. In many cases, if you provide the right tools, you will get the best work out of your employees. Statistical analysis will allow entrepreneurs to take a hard look at the effectiveness of each tool and focus on the best performing ones. With this, the main objective will be achieved, which is to reduce the variability of the processes, maintain the best quality, reduce the rejection of products or services, and above all, the economic loss caused by rework. So, with the statistical analysis, one more objective will be fulfilled, and that is also one of the most important decisions making.
Kaoru Ishikawa said that quality control begins with education and ends with education. He said with certainty that it was necessary to provide quality education from the president to the workers. This administrative strategy has been confirmed by many excellent companies such as IBM, among many others. Since it's of the utmost importance that everyone adhere quality control education, as outlined above, a very important point for quality control is the correct statistical analysis, since correction and improvement is where it comes from. A clear example is when companies produce a new product but it's not sold as expected. The company begins to survey and gather information that can help them reach the problem that prevents their goals from being achieved. This is where statistical analysis takes an important force to identify the problem and to seek possible solutions and actions that will bring about a change for the benefit of the company itself. A great example of statistical analysis is when interpreting a histogram. This action must be taken with a certain amount of detail, since an error can occur in any time, whether by finger mistake, by taking a sample of different population from where the others were taken, or by a rare or atypical data situation. And in the case of a stratification, we need to be even more careful because regular stratification is to take a lot of data and information from different suppliers, machiners, lots, etc. In this case, What we have to do when start feeding is to make a histogram for each source to examine it and analyze it in detail. Like this, there are many more examples and explanations of the importance of a statistical analysis that we will present during this video.
What is statistical analysis? It's the science of collecting, exploring, and presenting large amounts of data to discover underlying patterns and trends. Statistical analysis in quality control is where statistical methods are used to measure, monitor, and maintain the overall quality of products. Over time, the results help process such as manufacturing ensure that the producers will produce more specification conforming products.
Now, I will talk about the importance and use of statistical analysis applied to quality. Importance. It helps you to convert poor or raw data into business insights, allowing us to make more effective decisions.
Now, we continue with the main objective. The main objective of statistical quality control is to reduce the need for processes and therefore improve quality, reduce waste, product rejection, and economic loss. Another objective of statistical quality control is to help in decision making. It's about improving the quality of the various product or service offered via company, restricting waste from the production process, reducing cost, return and customer complaints. It also allows executives to have reliable data that serves as a basis for effective decision making within their organization. Currently, quality control is no longer applied only in the productive area, but also in service provision, and the definition of quality doesn't lie only in the final process or service. No, quality begins with the raw material, with the working condition, the attitude of people when offering their work or service.
From variables, normally we will make a partial observation of the elements of the population, and they can be classified as follows. Qualitative variables or attributes. These describes qualities and do not take numerical values. Examples: level of studies, months of the year, classifying a piece as acceptable or defective, and quantitative variables, which take numerical values. They can also be discrete. They only take a finite or infinite numerable number of distinct values, or continuous, which correspond to measured continuous magnitudes, for example weight, height, or temperature.
Use. To manage the quality of a product or company, through information that is collected, processed, analyzed, and interpreted.
What can we do with a statistical analysis? With the statistical analysis, we can have an improvement of the quality in the company, knowing and classifying all our customers through hypothesis tests where a null hypothesis and an alternative hypothesis evaluate. Regression analysis with which a functional relationship between a response and one or more independent variables in the script. A statistical control in which we will control and improve the process that then start might be out of control, and finally we will also use statistical analysis in the designs and analysis of the experiment planning, performing, analyzing, and interpreting test dependent factors.
Who doesn't apply? Statistical process control essentially consists of measuring the quality characteristics of a product, comparing them with manufacturing or customer specification, and when there are non-conformities, taking the necessary corrective action so that they don't happen again.
The stages of statistical data analysis are mainly composed of five distinct stages. First, the collection of data from the select sample, such as surveys, social network, big data, among others. Second, the processing of the data. Next is the presentation of the data, especially in graphical form. Fourth, the analysis of the data, which allows us to draw conclusions in a general way. And finally, the interpretation of the data to detect trends and patterns and predict future scenarios.
Basically, and as we hear throughout the presentation, as a conclusion, we will summarize everything and our opinion about that analysis. So, what our partners explained to us, statistical analysis is about obtaining data and interpreting it to identify solutions to problems within an organization or also to make specific decisions when doing business. It is also important because it helps us convert poor or raw data to business insights. And what does this cost? That we can manage the quality of a product and even of the company itself through the information collected that was previously processed, analyzed, and finally interpreted. And we also that within this analysis, we observe absolutely everything within the organization, from who our customers are to how we can classify them, as well as analysis our products or services in things such as quality to know how customers react, if they have disagreements or simply don't meet their needs. And after this, to be able to analyze different corrective actions to implement them and that this event doesn't happen again.
It is vital to know how to handle and interpret the data that is collected from each area in order to organize it in a way that can be understood, as well as how we are going to implement the solutions that we propose in order to able to design statistical action plans that take into account the tools, methods, and analysis of variables depending on their quality characteristics to be analyzed. If you do not comply with the points that my colleagues have mentioned, there could be a lack of control in the organization due to poor decision making. Since various data and processes will not be taken into account, not to mention that your decision could cause the poor quality of the product or service. Companies that do not adopt this new methodology will suffer the shock against world-class companies that apply it in methodological way.
That will be all for us. We have we have explained well this issue, which is of utmost importance to learn so that our company can meet all the quality standards imposed. Thank you for watching.